Hello out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Roscoe's Home Cooking. So today I'm doing for dinner a chicken and vegetable stir fry over noodles. And I'm just winging it, no recipe today. Just going what I had in my pantry and a few things that I picked up at the store. I'd like to thank everyone that checked out my first video on my channel and subscribed and liked, gave me advice. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to definitely use some of that advice going forward. People wanted to see some barbecue videos. I'll definitely be doing that. Love barbecue. A couple people said about the length of the video, maybe a little too long, so I'm going to, today, there is a lot of ingredients in this recipe, but I'm going to try to shorten it up a little. I did some of the, like the chicken, I did some pre-chopping and just little things that will save some time so it won't be such a long video. I'll bring you over to the board and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so this is the lineup for the sauce I'm going to make. I'm just trying to combine flavors that go together, like spicy, sweet, salty, and some vinegar. So I've got maple syrup, sriracha, sesame oil, fish sauce, soy sauce, a lime, rice wine vinegar, mirin, which is a sweet liquor, and chicken broth. So I got 4 packs of Wings hot chili sauce to go in as well. You can use any hot chili sauce that you like. I actually found a box of this at the wholesale club. It was a package of 500. That's how much I like it. You normally get this sauce with like a Chinese dinner. They'll give you a few packs, but I tracked that box down, and I've had it for a couple of months now. I can't use them fast enough, but I really like it. So for ingredients in the stir fry, I've got king oyster mushrooms, garlic, ginger, onion, carrot, celery, green onion, and bean sprouts. And then chicken that I've already cut up, and then these noodles I found. I've never used these ones before. Dan noodle. Found them at the Asian store, so we'll see how those are. They look pretty good. So that's what I've got for ingredients. Okay, so the process here, I'm going to make the sauce first, and then cut up the ingredients, and I'll have to boil the noodles, and then I'll show you how it all comes together. Okay, so I'll bring you over here for the sauce. Okay, so for the sauce, I don't have a recipe. I'm just going by feel here, but I'll try to give you the precise, or not precise, but close measurements. So I've got 4 packs of this sauce, which I'd say is about 2 tablespoons of chili sauce. Now this is for, I did 2 chicken breasts, and I'm going to do 4 of the little things of noodles here. I'll show you that later. So 4 packs of the chili sauce. Now I like it spicy too, so if you don't want it so spicy, then you could take that down a little. Maybe add just 1 tablespoon. So I've got a lime. If you roll your lime like that, really get into her and roll it, you'll get more juice out of it. Actually, I got my big, check this thing out. I found that at a restaurant supply store in the bargain bin. It's quite the cleaver. So juice of a lime. So yeah, when I'm cooking like this, I just want to balance the flavors. You don't want too much of one thing. I sometimes overdo it a little with the spice just because I like it, but I have to tone it down for the wife, or she won't eat it. So that was sriracha. I'd say about a tablespoon of sriracha. Sesame oil is delicious but super strong, so I'll do I'd say about a teaspoon of that. You don't want to do too much of that. Soy sauce. Say about a tablespoon. So we're also going to have fish sauce, which is spicy as well. Or sorry, not spicy, salty. Say that's about a teaspoon. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. Just a touch of the rice wine vinegar, because the lime is already vinegary, or sour I should say. And then mirin, I just bought this. It's sweet. It's tough to describe the flavor, but it's a sweet like liquor type flavor. So a decent amount of that. And then for that's about I'd say a tablespoon of that. And then for the sweet, you could use brown sugar, you could use honey, you could use regular sugar. I got maple syrup. I got this nice maple syrup a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to go with that. We are in Canada here, so I'd say that's a good tablespoon and a half. So I'll just mix that up and see how it tastes. Really is. It's really to your taste. If it seems too sour, add a little more sweet. If it seems too salty, you know, you probably screwed it up. But no, if it's too salty, then you could always thin it out a little. I've got the chicken stock and just a bit of water. So I'm just going to give that a little try. So it needs, I'd say a little more salt actually. So a little more soya. Not much though. Other than that, it's pretty good. Okay, so that's basically the sauce done. All I have to do other than that for the sauce is chicken stock and some cornstarch to thicken it. So I'll show you that in a minute, but we'll leave it there and I'll get to chopping in a second here. Just a couple tablespoons of cornstarch. Yeah, that's good. And then chicken or vegetable stock or even just water. Say a good, just over a cup probably. That should be plenty. Just stir that up. So if you didn't, and cold, you always use cold in the cornstarch or it could go lumpy. But if you don't add that, if you don't do the cornstarch mixture, the sauce is not going to thicken at all. Which is, it'll still have flavor, the same flavor, it just won't stick to the noodles as well or the vegetables. So I'll just chop up the carrots. I'm actually going to, now that I start chopping, I think I might do matchstick type, like smaller for this. Goes better with the noodle, I would say. I really like this cleaver. It's kind of tricky to use though. Keep your bloody fingers out of the way or they will be bloody fingers. You got her good and sharp too. The thing I like about cooking like this, you can kind of use any ingredients you like for vegetables, for a protein. You can make it vegetarian. Tofu. Just taking my time here so we don't have a trip to the hospital. We wouldn't want that video too, and here I am live in the emergency room. So I've been thinking about some other videos that I'd like to do for, we're into December here now. The past couple years I've been doing fruitcake. I think I've done, 2 years. Or no, this will be the second year I did fruitcake, but it was really good last year. You soak it in liquor like a brandy for, last year I did it for a month. This year it's going to be a little less if I want it ready for Christmas, but really good. Fruitcake's got a bad rap, but I tell you, when it's soaked in brandy or rum, it, like anything, it becomes better. Add a little liquor. I remember having that at my old work. A lady would make a Jamaican rum cake, and it would, the density and the amount of liquor that was in that, you could get a buzz on from it, for sure. And I'm talking away here, and I kind of cut those onions, not really how I normally would. I normally just go across like this for stir fry. I want it kind of all to go well with the noodles. These oyster mushrooms, these are, king oyster mushrooms. They're really nice mushroom. They're not cheap though. I think I bought like, what was it, 4, they're big mushrooms, but there's only 4 or 5 in a pack, and it was like $5 or $6. But they're nice, like, look at the nice white density on them, thick. Okay, so that's that. Actually, celery. Celery, I think I'll just go this way. Dog's here looking for treats, but can't have any of this, buddy. Tell you, this cleaver is like a weapon, literally. Not to be messed with. Okay, so that's that. I got 3 cloves of garlic here and a bit of ginger. I probably won't use all that ginger, but if you just smash that. I lost one. Hold on. Goes in the garbage. Got a little overzealous with my chopping there. Alright, that's good. Little tip with the ginger, if you peel it with a spoon, it's actually a lot easier to peel rather than peeling it with a knife. You can just scrape along the skin. It comes right off. Still hard to grip, but to me it'd be a lot harder with a knife. I think I saw that trick on the Food Network actually, when I used to have cable. Used to never think I could live without cable, but the way things are these days is everything's online, everything's a subscription. Really don't need cable anymore. But back in the day I used to love Food Network was my go-to. Really how I learned to initially cook was watching Food Network. Just picking up what they were doing. Back when it used to be, they would be instructional. Like now it's more just competition shows and you don't really learn anything. I'm just going to mince that. Love this fresh ginger smell. Okay, so that's all that done. May as well chop the green onions while I'm in a chop mode here. Those just go on at the end, just for garnish, flavor, color. Same thing with the bean sprouts, they go in right at the end because you don't want to overcook them. Not getting right all the way through that. I'll just put that aside. Sometimes the skin on these is just doesn't want to be cut through. This cleaver is about as sharp as you can get, and still won't go through. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I'll cut here and I'll bring you over to the wok. I got to get her heated up real good. And we'll pick up there. Okay, so we're over here at the wok. Got this nice cast iron wok. I've got her smoking. It is smoking now, so you want it as pretty much as hot as you can get it. A little bit of oil. So I'm going to do the chicken first and then take it out and then add the vegetables. I like vegetables slightly crunchy in a noodle stir fry like this, but so you don't have to cook them very much. Here's our chicken breast. Trying to make sure that the oil's not hitting the camera. I got it fairly close here. I'll add in the ginger and the garlic to this. Then I'll mix it through everything else later once we add it back. So over here I've got the just a pot of water boiling, and I'm gonna I'm gonna do 6 of these little, whatever they're called, pouches or bundles. I'll go with bundles. 6 bundles of noodles. They only take 3 or 4 minutes, so I'll just take them out and drain them, and then let them sit for a minute. I can keep you up here while I little POV action. So I didn't add the garlic and ginger right away. You don't want to burn it. Grab a spoon here. Give these noodles a quick stir. Seem like they're almost cooked already. No, maybe not, but it won't take long. I'll actually just set a timer here for 3 minutes so I don't forget. Oh, good already. If you don't know if it's done, just cut one in half. Have a look. It's hard for you to see probably, but it's still a little pink. I'll bring you back over here. Little chances. Hey buddy, he's enjoying the smells. Very good boy. You can't have this though, there's garlic in it. Maybe you could have a little carrot. He likes carrots. Yeah. It can't handle this. I'm using a little tripod here, but it can't handle the weight of this camera when it's tilted down. Whole friggin' thing tips over. I'm just taking this out to a little plate. I was was in the Asian store looking for noodles. They had about 82 varieties of noodles. So I picked something I've never used, but any noodle that you like, chow mein noodles, rice noodles, anything really you can use. There's the, speaking of noodles, there's my timer. I'm just going to take, bring you over here. I'm going to attempt to taste one and see. Definitely expanded since quite a bit. Ooh, long noodles. Yeah, they're done. So I'm just going to drain them. I'll bring you back here in a second for the vegetables. Okay, we're back at the wok here. The wife just came home and the dogs went nuts, so maybe we'll have her try the stir fry here too and see what she thinks. Just break up the onions a little. This shouldn't take long at all. So yeah, for barbecue video, I'm going to do ribs for sure. I actually found the other day a brisket on sale. It was AMP or Metro. I keep calling it. It used to be AMP. Metro had brisket on for about $4 a pound, which is really good for brisket. And I've never smoked a brisket before. I smoke often, many things, but never brisket. It apparently isn't easy to do, and it's tough to get just right. So, but I'm going to attempt that for a video and see how she goes. Taste the carrot. I'll just let this cook for maybe 3 or 4 minutes and I'll bring you back. Okay, so we're back. Vegetables are pretty much cooked. So the chicken can go back in. The garlic, ginger. So it's easy peasy now, just mix everything together basically. I'm going to throw the noodles in. They're kind of sticking, but the sauce should loosen it up. Sauce. Remix the cornstarch and chicken stock. All settled on the bottom. Just going to leave a little back in case I don't need it all. I could probably use it all. Might even add just another splash of chicken stock. Maybe another half cup. That's good. You just got to bring the heat back up and it'll thicken up. Just give it a minute here to come back up to heat, and I'll be right back. In hindsight, I probably would have added the sauce and then the noodles, but we're okay. It's thickened up anyway. It just took a little longer. The green onion. And all those bean sprouts can just go in and just mix them in. The heat from the noodles will cook the bean sprouts. That's it. We just turn that off and I'll get it to a plate and then I'll bring you back. But it's all done there. Okay, give her a try there, Christine.
Alright, here we go. Got some celery here. And some chicken.
Gotta have chicken. Get some of the noodles.
I'm working on it.
See, I like when it's crunchy like that still. It's not, vegetables aren't soggy.
That's really good.
Not too spicy?
No, it's not. That's a nice change.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff you make it pretty spicy. But
I
no,
like
it's not
it
too
spicy.
It's not too spicy. I really like the crunch. Like the celery is still like really crunchy. And I really like the combination of the little bean sprouts and the noodles together. They're good.
So how much out of 10?
I would say
Be friendly. Keep it friendly.
8.75 out of 10.
Oh, that's precise.
I've always...
Alright. Well, take another bite on camera, I guess, and we'll...
Okay.
Then you can eat in peace. Alright,
Very good.
let me give it a try. I have to choose.
I really love the ones that are thinner than that. You know, the ones that we get, the ones that are thinner.
Oh, yeah.
That we've got before, they're really delicious. But these are really good too.
That is good. See, it's not spicy enough for me. I'd add more sriracha to it or chili sauce, but...
You can always add more spice. You can't take it away.
This is true. It's a good tip from little Christine there. Yeah, I'd give it a 9. So it looks like this one was a winner. Happy wife, happy life, as they say. If you could give me a like, subscribe, give me a comment down below, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing some holiday videos and some barbecue videos coming up, so you don't want to miss them. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.